We're back live, ladies and gentlemen. Our guest is Linda K. May, RN, in-depth researcher working with Dr. Doug Rockey and others for 30 years. We know that Iraq is now suing the U.S. for using DU. It's confirmed it's causing mass deformities, illnesses, and deaths. What about Vietnam? What about communities in the U.S. that have this Agent Orange and other dioxin all over the place? I mean, from reading the reports, the health effects are still continuing.
Yes, they are. As you know, the toxin stays in the water and the food for 700 years, and Admiral Zumwalt talks about the fact that migration of the toxin into the river channels and the food chain of Vietnam, and that's why they have such a large problem with birth defects and pregnancy and other issues. The water there is still contaminated with the toxins.
And these companies and the military have just gotten away with it.
As I understand it, the courts have ruled that the statute of limitations is out of order.
So if you knowingly poison people, there's a statute of limitations. I thought there's no statute of limitations on murder.
Again, that's an issue I haven't delved into. I'm just well aware of what is going on in the country.
No, I mean, I know you're right about that. I mean, I know you're right about them saying, hey, you know, no big deal. But you've also researched other chemicals and things that are being used currently.
Yes, I have. And the same issue is true there, too. They do stay around for thousands of years, and they affect the population to come unborn. Yes.
But they're telling us carbon dioxide is what has to be regulated and stopped. Plants breathe it. But, hey, Agent Orange, DU, 40 billion year, till it's not radioactive. What is it, 45 billion years? 700 years for Agent Orange. A-OK. But you know what? We got to put a tax on your can of beans or on a beefsteak. I mean, this is a big, sick joke. What are the websites we can visit? What can we do? I know there's a lot of media coming out on this now, thanks to your work and others. But what else can we do to expose this and fight this?
What I asked your people to do was to put up this article on your website and make it available. And then I would ask them to ensure that they let others know that they are entitled to benefits, and then, let your congressman know that the documents do exist out there and that it's time to act and not use toxins to affect, our great-grandchildren should they be born later on.
Well, that's the thing about conservative veterans and people who've had their children deformed or have cancer. The VA tells them, oh, you don't get any benefits. No, under law, you're supposed to. We are going to post this Department of Veterans Affairs now declassified secret document. And we're also going to put a link up to the Chicago Tribune's latest on this. I know more is coming out, but we'll leave it at that for now. Thank you so much for the great work that you're doing, Linda May. God bless you.
Thank you.
Take care. I've been trying to go back into issues like aspartame, Agent Orange, DU, so that you can then understand that this is an agenda. Just like the genetically modified crops. They know it's killing you and causing organ failure and leukemia in all their studies. And they are pushing it and pushing it hard. Most other countries have banned it. The U.S. pushes it for the school lunch programs, everything. This is eugenics. This is the orderly extermination of our population. Adding a deadly neurotoxin to eat your brain into this stuff. They know what they're doing. They hate the police. They hate the military. They know when you're 20 and young and dumb, you're going to serve them. But they know when you're 40, you're going to wake up. So they want you to be so weak and so poisoned and dying that you can't stand up against them. Red Beckman coming up in the retransmission on the Infowars.com restreams right now. Just go to Infowars.com, click on the live stream link, or you can go up to the free podcast and download it. Please keep spreading the word about the show. If we can expose the globalist crimes, we'll bring them to justice, and that's starting to happen, but we got a long way to go, but we are getting traction. Great job, crew. See you back live tomorrow, 11 a.m.